Welcome to Cramming 101. Today is Lesson 4, and we're cracking the NSW Selective High School Practice Test, questions 13 through 24. This part of the test has some classic traps, working backwards, sneaky angle questions, remainders, perimeter after cuts, fractions, magic squares, probability, rounding, broken scales, graphs, and pair weight problems. In other words, the test is trying to make your brain do gymnastics. But by the end of this lesson, you'll know the trick behind every question. Let's go. Phase 1. Working backwards in angles. Question 13. Alan's money. Alan had $10. He gave some money to Kiana. Then Alan gave half of what he had left to Jason. Jason then gave half of what he received to Lenny. Lenny received $1.60. The question asks, how much did Alan give to Kiana? This is a classic work backwards question. Do not start by guessing how much Alan gave Kiana. That is the trap. Start from the end. Lenny received $1.60. That was half of what Jason received. So Jason must have received $1.60 times 2, which equals $3.20. Now Jason's $3.20 was half of what Alan had left. So Alan must have had $3.20 times 2, which equals $6.40. Alan started with $10. He had $6.40 left after giving money to Kiana, so Kiana received $10 minus $6.40, which equals $3.60. The answer is B, $3.60. Exam tip. When a question has money or objects being passed from person to person, start at the end and work backwards. It's like rewinding a movie, but with maths. Question 14, angles and symmetry. Noah draws a shape with one line of symmetry. The protractor shows the two outer angles are each 30 degrees, and the two inner angles are each 20 degrees. We need to find angle S. The important rule is, angles on a straight line add to 180 degrees. So along the straight base, all these angles must add to 180 degrees. We already know 30 degrees plus 20 degrees plus 20 degrees plus 30 degrees. Let's add those first. 30 plus 20 plus 20 plus 30 equals 100. Now subtract from 180. 180 minus 100 equals 80. So angle S is 80 degrees. The answer is B, 80 degrees. Exam tip. When you see a straight line, think straight line equals 180 degrees. That rule is your best friend in angle questions. Phase 2. Division remainders and perimeter. Question 15. Chocolates and remainders. There are 117 chocolates shared between 14 people. Each person gets 8 chocolates with 5 left over. The question asks which number sentence shows this. Think of it like this. There are 14 groups. Each group has 8 chocolates. That gives 14 times 8. But there are also 5 chocolates left over. So we add the remainder. 14 times 8 plus 5 equals 117. The answer is E. Here is the trap. The remainder does not disappear into the chocolate universe. It still exists. So the remainder goes at the end as addition. Exam tip. For division with a remainder, use this structure. Total equals groups times amount in each group plus remainder. Question 16. Perimeter after cuts. A large rectangle has sides of 8 centimeters and 10 centimeters. 2 small rectangles are cut from the top. We need to find the perimeter of the shaded shape. This question is trying to trick your eyes. Do not just calculate the original rectangle's perimeter and stop. Instead, trace every edge of the shaded shape. Perimeter means the total distance around the outside. The horizontal edges still add to 10 plus 10, which is 20 centimeters. The vertical outside edges add to 8 plus 8, which is 16 centimeters. But now we also have 2 inside step edges. Each one is 3 centimeters, so the 2 extra vertical step edges add 3 plus 3, which is 6 centimeters. Now add everything. 10 plus 10 plus 8 plus 8 plus 3 plus 3 equals 42. so the perimeter is 42 centimeters. The answer is E, 42 centimeters. Exam tip, perimeter questions. Love playing hide and seek? Do not trust your eyes. Trace the fence. Phase 3, fractions and magic squares. Question 17, chocolate bar statements. Andy, Bella, and Carlo share a chocolate bar. Andy eats 1/5, Bella eats 2/5, Carlo eats the rest. First, find how much Carlo ate. Andy and Bella together ate 1/5 plus 2/5, which equals 3/5. So the amount left for Carlo is 5/5 minus 3/5, which equals 2/5. Carlo ate 2/5. Now check each statement. Statement 1, Carlo ate less than half. Carlo ate 2/5. Half is 1/2. Since 2/5 is less than 1/2, statement 1 is true. Statement 2, Andy ate more than 1/4. Andy ate 1/5. 1/5 is smaller than 1/4, so statement 2 is false. Statement 3, Andy and Bella together ate less than 3/4. Andy and Bella together ate 3/5. 3/4 is larger than 3/5, so statement 3 is true. The correct statements are 1 and 3 only. The answer is E. Exam tip. When a question gives 3 statements, check every single one. Do not guess early. One sneaky false statement can ruin the answer. Question 18, magic square. This is a magic square. In a magic square, every row, column, and diagonal adds to the same total. That total is called the magic total. The top row is complete. 20 plus 15 plus 16 equals 51, so the magic total is 51. Now use the diagonal from top right to bottom left. That diagonal has 16, the center number, and 18, so 16 plus center plus 18 equals 51. Add the known numbers. 16 plus 18 equals 34, so the center is 51 minus 34, which equals 17. Now use the other diagonal. That diagonal has 20, 17, and the diamond, so 20 plus 17 plus diamond equals 51. Add the known numbers. 20 plus 17 equals 37, so the diamond is 51 minus 37, which equals 14. The answer is B, 14. Exam tip. In magic squares, your first mission is to find the magic total. Once you have that, the unknown numbers start falling into place. It is less magic and more organized detective work. Phase 4, probability and broken scales. Question 19, spinner probability. Chen spins a 4-section spinner. The spinner shows 2, 3, 4, and 5. Chen lands on 4. Now Emily spins once. We need to check statements X, Y, and Z. Statement X. The probability Emily gets a 4 is 1/4. There are 4 equal sections. Only one section is 4. So the probability is 1 out of 4, which equals 1/4. Statement X is true. Statement Y. The probability Emily's number is less than Chen's number is 1/2. Chen's number is 4. Numbers less than 4 are 2 and 3. That is 2 outcomes out of 4, which equals 1/2. Statement Y is true. Statement Z. The probability that Emily and Chen scores add to more than 5 is 3/4. Chen already has 4. Now check Emily's possible spins. If Emily gets 2, 4 plus 2 equals 6. If Emily gets 3, 4 plus 3 equals 7. If Emily gets 4, 4 plus 4 equals 8. If Emily gets 5, 4 plus 5 equals 9. All of these totals are more than 5, so the probability is actually 4 out of 4, which equals 1, not 3/4. Statement Z is false. Only X and Y are correct. The answer is B. Exam tip. For probability statement questions, list the outcomes. Do not rely on your gut feeling. Your gut is great for pizza toppings, not probability. Question 20. Broken scales. This is a broken scale question. When the scales are empty, the pointer is already reading 8 kilograms. That means the scale is lying before we even put anything on it. When two identical blocks are placed on the scale, it reads 44 kilograms. But because the scale already started at 8 kilograms, we need to subtract that false starting reading. So the real mass of the two blocks is 44 minus 8, which equals 36 kilograms. There are two identical blocks, so one block weighs 36 divided by 2, which equals 18 kilograms. The answer is C, 18 kilograms. Exam tip. For broken scale questions, ask, what does the scale read before anything is added? Then subtract that false starting amount. First catch the lie, then solve the maths. Phase 5. Rounding graphs, fractions, and pair weights. Question 21. Rounding. Alinta and Tao both round the number 4,850,000. Alinta rounds to the nearest million. To round to the nearest million, look at the hundred thousands digit. In 4,850,000, the hundred thousands digit is 8. Since 8 is 5 or more, we round up. So Alinta gets 5 million. Tao rounds to the nearest 100,000. To round to the nearest 100,000, look at the 10,000s digit. In 4,850,000, the 10,000s digit is 5. Since 5 rounds up, Tao gets 4,900,000. Now find the difference. 5 million minus 4,900,000 equals 100,000. The answer is C, 100,000. Exam tip. For rounding, always identify the place value first, then look one digit to the right. That one digit decides whether you stay or climb. Question 22. Temperature graph. This question gives a temperature graph over 9 hours. We need to check each statement carefully. Statement 1, the temperature was 10 degrees at 4 different times. Looking across the graph at 10 degrees, the line reaches or crosses 10 degrees at about hour 1, hour 3, hour 6, and around hour 7.5. That is 4 times. Statement 1 is true. Statement 2, the temperature change between hours 1 and 3 was greater than between hours 4 and 6. From hour 1 to hour 3, the temperature rises from 10 degrees to 18 degrees. That is a change of 8 degrees. From hour 4 to hour 6, the temperature drops from 20 degrees to 13 degrees. That is a change of 7 degrees. Since 8 is greater than 7, statement 2 is true. Statement 3, the lowest temperature was 5 degrees. At hour 9, the graph reads 5 degrees. The graph never goes lower than that, so statement 3 is true. All 3 statements are correct. The answer is E. Exam tip. For graph questions, slow down. Read the graph, not your memory. The answer is on the picture, you just have to catch it. Question 23, pizza fractions. Kwok bought 4 pizzas to share with Amina, Fred, and Sally. Amina ate 4/5 of a pizza. Fred ate 1 1/5 pizzas, which is the same as 6/5. Sally ate 3/5 of a pizza. Now add what Amina, Fred, and Sally ate. 4/5 plus 6/5 plus 3/5 equals 13/5. Kwok ate the rest. 4 whole pizzas is the same as 20/5. So Kwok ate 20/5 minus 13/5, which equals 7/5. Now the question asks, how much more did Kwok eat than Amina? Kwok ate 7/5. Amina ate 4/5. Difference, 7/5 minus 4/5 equals 3/5. The answer is B, 3/5. Exam tip. When fractions have the same denominator, keep the denominator and work with the top numbers. Fifths stay fifths. Do not turn a pizza question into a panic question. Question 24. 3 boxes weighed in pairs. 3 boxes are weighed in pairs. The pair weights are 28 kilograms, 32 kilograms, and 38 kilograms. We need the total weight of all 3 boxes. Here is the shortcut. Each box appears in exactly 2 pair weighings, so if we add all 3 pair weights, we have counted every box twice. Add the pair weights. 28 plus 32 plus 38 equals 98. but that is double the total weight, so divide by 2. 98 divided by 2 equals 49. The total weight of the 3 boxes is 49 kilograms. The answer is A, 49 kilograms. Exam tip. When 3 objects are weighed in pairs, add the pair weights and divide by 2. Why? Because every object has been counted twice. Sneaky little boxes. Phase 6. Lesson 4. Recap. Let's recap the 6 survival rules from Lesson 4. Rule 1. For chain-giving questions, work backwards from the final person. Rule 2. For angle questions, use symmetry and remember, angles on a straight line add to 180 degrees. Rule 3. For division with remainders, use total equals. Groups times amount plus remainder. Rule 4. For perimeter questions, trace every edge. Do not trust your eyes. Rule 5. For magic squares, find the magic total first. Then use rows, columns, and diagonals to find the missing numbers. Rule 6. For probability and graph statement questions, check each statement one by one. One false statement can change the whole answer. And that is Lesson 4, questions 13 to 24, mastered. Tonight, practice 3 of these questions. Pick the ones that felt hardest, not the easy ones. The hard ones are where the marks are hiding. In the next lesson, we'll tackle questions 25 to 35. Keep cramming. You've got this.